Weightlifting can be one of the best habits that you can form to drastically improve your life. But what really happens to your life when you start weightlifting and exercising consistently? In this video, I'm going over 5 unexpected side effects to weightlifting. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Millbar Trench, back with Cole Hastings, a channel focused on fitness and personal development. So if you're new here and that sounds good to you, then consider hitting that subscribe button below. When I started weightlifting, I saw some big changes in my life, and the majority of these were obviously positive. But a few of these, they negatively impacted my life. So when I say side effects, I don't necessarily mean something bad. A few of these are positive and a few of these are negative. Just take what you will from this video. The whole idea of this video is just to inform you, how your life is going to change when you really start getting into weightlifting and exercise. So let's get into number 1. All right, guys, for the first side effect of weightlifting, we're here at the park. The sun is about to come out. It is kind of a beautiful day, but not really because it's still 30 degrees in April in Buffalo. I need to get out of here. So here is the first side effect of weightlifting, and that is productivity. So when you start weightlifting, you're attracting positive things into your life. It's a positive habit. The more positive habits you form, the more positive things and more productive things you're gonna attract into your life. So I noticed when I started weightlifting that my mood increased, and because my mood increased, my productivity went up. I started doing better in school. I started wanting to work harder and do more because I was more disciplined from weightlifting, from exercising all the time. It builds up that discipline and it just makes you want to succeed. And then from a scientific standpoint, you're releasing endorphins when you weightlift or when you exercise. A runner's high. That is what happens with a runner's high. You're releasing these endorphins, these hormones that are actually going to make you happier, and it's going to make you want to do more. This is why you see a lot of successful people out there doing exercise pretty much every single day, because it sets you up for a good day no matter what time of the day you do it. Now let's get into side effect number 2. All right, we're here with side effect number 2, and it kind of goes hand in hand with productivity, and that is time management. So when you start exercising and weightlifting regularly, you're gonna plan your entire day around your lift. If you go to the gym every single day, you need to plan out what you're going to be doing before it, what you're going to be doing after it, when you're going to do your homework, when you're going to see your friends, when you're going to eat. All of that comes into play when you start weightlifting. And this is a great habit to have, because when you know what you want to do throughout the day and you know exactly what you're going to do throughout the day, if you get that stuff done, you're going to feel amazing at the end of the day. What I like to do is keep a journal at the end of the day, just to write down all the things I accomplished during the day. When you know what you're going to do throughout the day, it makes going throughout the day much easier, because you don't know what's unexpected. You know what to expect, and you know what you have to do, and you will take the necessary steps to accomplish that. So let's get into side effect number 3. All right, guys, we are outside the Albright Knox. As you can see, there's a cool sculpture behind me. Just wanted to get some scenery in this video. But here is side effect number 3, and that is the fact that you will care about your external appearance a lot more. So personally, I know a lot of other people that weightlift started caring so much more about their body and how they look all the time when they started weightlifting. You know, when I notice like a tiny bit of body fat change in my body, if my body fat goes up a little bit, I get really discouraged and it can have a terrible effect on my mood. So it is kind of a bad side effect of weightlifting. You care about your external appearance a lot. And another thing is I'm just never satisfied with my physique. I always want more progress. I always want to see more out of myself. The only thing is it can have quite an effect on your mood. You know, if you had a shitty lift that day, or if your physique isn't looking as good as other days just from what you ate or like the bloating that you're having, it can have a big effect on your mood and it can affect your day pretty negatively. So try and be humble about your body. It's not always gonna keep going up and up and up. You're not always going to see progress. There's gonna be times where you struggle and you're not making as much progress or you're going down in progress, but just make sure that it's not affecting you too much. The best thing to do is not worry about the day-by-day physique. Take it week by week at least, because your body is fluctuating all the time. You never know what you're gonna look like that day, and you can't let it ruin your mood. Now, with all that being said, let's get into side effect number 4. Okay, we are in the grocery store. Currently, I'm picking up some food for a vegan jambalaya I'm going to make later, and that leads me to side effect number 4, which is food prep. So when you start weightlifting, your whole day is pretty much going to revolve around food and what you're going to eat. And what this means is you might, you know, have to sit out at restaurants or fast food places, because if you're going to get serious about weightlifting, you got to track your macros, you got to know how much protein you're getting in per day, and you got to start eating clean. And if you've never made food before, you are going to start preparing a lot of your own food. So you can actually become kind of a chef through weightlifting. So this is good and bad, because you will be eating better, but you won't be able to eat, you know, anywhere you want, and you won't just not think about what you're going to eat next. You just eat whatever comes to you. That won't happen anymore. You will be a lot more conscious about what you put into your body. Ever since I started weightlifting, my whole day revolves around food, and that kind of goes with time management too, you know, when you're gonna eat your meals. So you gotta track all your meals, and you gotta do a lot of prepping with food. Now let's get on to side effect number 5. All right guys, we are here with side effect number 5, and that is the fact that you will sometimes be split between going to social events or being with your friends or going to the gym. So if you have like a really busy day and you only have time for one thing or the other, you're gonna have to make a choice. And I thought, you know, the best way to exemplify this was to bring my friends into the video as well. So we got Mike.
What's up, man?
Got my boy T, and we got my boy Carter. What's up? And I'm just gonna ask them, you know, what they think about it. So guys, if you had to choose between a social event or going to the gym, what would you guys choose and why?
So myself personally, when I was working out a lot, when I was away at Syracuse for school, I was going to the gym every day for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then I'd have events at nighttime. But it was hard to maintain that lifestyle, especially with eating maybe 4 or 5 meals a day. And then going out and having constant like drinks thrown at you, which was definitely hard, especially with like beer and things. Trying to maintain a physique.
Yeah, you gotta regulate it.
With also maintaining your social life. And I did find a good balance with it, but once relationships come into play, it was hard going to the gym, having social events, and maintaining relationships. And I ended up putting fitness on a back burner, just because I was prioritizing other things. So about a year into it, I fell off for about a year, lost a lot of gains, but now I'm getting back into it. But I'm hitting the quick workouts, maybe like 30, 40 minutes, just so I have the time for schoolwork, hanging out with my family and my friends.
Right, a small workout sometimes is better than no workout at all.
Just get the pump.
All right, T, what do you think?
You know, when it comes to working out, I don't really have like a lot of expertise. I tried it, tried to get into the whole fitness thing, and I got tendonitis. Couldn't move my arms for a couple days, so I was like, obviously going out is better for me than working out. That's probably not.
And I think it is for everybody, to be honest.
You think so?
For most situations, I would say you should go out and you know, develop your relationships with your friends rather than, you know, spend time working on yourself. It's obviously,
unless you're like you're super unhealthy.
Yeah, but it's much better to, you know, be with your friends than, you know, just be egotistic and just only focus on yourself and think about yourself.
I think that yeah, I mean what you're saying is right, because sometimes people get too fixated on like getting their bodies right.
Yeah,
and then it's like an obsession.
Yeah,
I think it's just a balance thing. Do you want to like, who are you trying to look good for? Right. Is it yourself or is it other people? That's like the most important thing.
Exactly. All right, Carter, what do you think? So if you had to choose between one, you know, there's like a big event going on with all your friends, it's gonna be a fun party, or you could get that workout in, which one would you choose?
I mean, I'm still waiting on day one, so I'll just push that back another day, but I mean, I'd probably just take the party, honestly.
So just like what we were talking about, just building the relationships. Not necessarily because you want to get hammered, it's because you want to be with your friends rather than, you know, be a loner. All right, guys, so you heard the input, and I just wanted to make a quick shout out to T. And the other side of his rap duo is not here right now, but T and Daniel, my buddies, they have a rap duo. It's kind of like their own type of style. I don't even know. You guys put out like a bunch of different stuff. It's like
sad boy music.
Yeah, it's singing through rapping. It's something you guys will have never heard before. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below to these guys' SoundCloud because it's absolutely amazing. All right, guys, so take what you will from that. You know, make your own decision. Personally, I would say try to build your relationships up. You know, don't put yourself over others most of the time. There's gonna be times where you're gonna be able to do both. Most of the time, it's gonna come down to that. So just weigh your options and always do what's best for you. All right, everyone, so hopefully you have a good idea of how your life is going to change when you start consistently weightlifting. I know I presented some bad things that will happen, but overall it's gonna be an amazing impact on your life, gonna lead to more positive habits, is gonna make you more productive, and you'll want to succeed more and do more and just push yourself. So thanks so much for sticking to the end. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was pretty cool to film. And as always, leave that like if you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video.